So, alright. So it's like 4:15. I'm headed off to work in a rush, as always. My hair's still wet. And today, and like this week, or this work week, I think I'm going to do outfits inspired by old costumes. This outfit is inspired by a Minnie Mouse costume I wore. And we'll include the pictures of later. Okay, this shirt is light pink, got emerald print, and I gotta go. So it is now 10:35, and I am back home, and this is my outfit that was inspired by a Halloween costume I wore as a kid. It's not exact. I'm not trying to look like my Halloween costumes when I was a kid, because some of those are incredibly tacky, as you'll see when I put the photo in. But I'm just trying to go for like the animal print and the pink, although I think in the costume, the idea of the costume, it would have been the other way around. Like I should have been wearing like a animal print top and like a pink shirt over it, but I didn't have that, so this is what I came up with, and blue jeans. So yeah, because I grew up in like the 80s and 90s when Halloween costumes were pretty much those plastic dresses and that mask, you know. Like the costumes, it wasn't trying to look like the character. It was like you wore a dress with the character's face on it, or sometimes you look like the character, sort of. But yeah, it was always this plastic face masks. Okay, so work today was okay. I kept the tally, but I didn't bring that in because, I mean, who cares? Like, I've gone over that before, and we're done with that. But I always get way more calls than surveys. Like when I make my tally, it includes, you know, disconnected numbers, answer machines, all that. So the calls part is like this, and the surveys part is like this, you know. Plus you got people, again, who just get bored and just give up and hang up on me, which is awesome. Like, I don't care, just, you know. Anyhow, so apparently it is illegal to call people after 9 p.m., which is why at a certain time we switch over to Central Time, where it's supposed to call people who are in the Central Time zone. But somehow it sometimes glitches or something. Like, I don't know what happens, but I call somebody in a city that is fairly close to me in my same time zone at like 9:47, and like it took me a while for it to click. I'm like, what does he mean? It's like it was like 9:47. We were leaving in like 15 minutes, you know. So my brain was gone. I should have been like, oh, I'm sorry, sir, we've called your number in error. Will there be a better time to call back? The bell did not ding in my head, so duh. But yeah, I removed him from the survey. But I mean, if it's illegal for us to call people after 9, then why is nearby city dude showing up in the Central Time Zone area when he's clearly Eastern Standard? Like, if it's illegal, somebody needs to fix the system, because like I don't want to bother that guy at nighttime. Like, leave the dude alone. But no, the phone's like when the computer dials somebody, it's like we have this big screen. It's like this little bitty scrolly screen at the bottom that, like, when the phone's ringing, I'm looking at the screen waiting to see how to code it. I'm not looking at the bottom where the call is coming from, so sometimes I don't see it until after it comes through. I'm like, oops, and it, like I said, it just didn't click with me, so I learned what to do with that. That was a whoops. The other thing is, went through the whole survey, which is fine. And then the guy at the end, during like the whole classification thing, you know, where they ask you your marital status, how many people are in your household, what your total household income is, what your race is, all that. Which, by the way, you can always say you don't want to answer for any survey. We're not supposed to say that. You can't say it, but just say, oh, I'm not giving that information. We just click a box and on our way we go. Because I don't care I really don't care what you make. That ain't my business. It's just for the survey. So did that whole thing, and then at the end, this guy asked me, you know, like, what was your name and age again? And I'm like, I said, like, my name is Abby, because, like, I have to say that at the beginning. And I'm like, I'm not and I'm saying, my name is Abby, and thank you for your participation. Like, and how old are you? I'm like, I'm not at liberty to give that information. And he also asked me, like, do I own my own home? Again, I'm like, I'm not at liberty to give that information. I'm like, dude, are you trying to hit me up through the phone? Like, you don't even know what state or city I'm in. Like, how? And, like, it was, like, clearly the dude was trying to hit me up. Because, like, he's around my age, I guess, like, you can kind of tell people's age through their voices a little bit. how damn desperate do you have to be to try to hit up what is essentially a telemarketer? I mean, I'm not a telemarketer, but for all intents and purposes of people, like I've said before, people calling on the phone, most people would consider me a telemarketer, you know, that whole one, those things. But, yeah, I'm like, yeah, dude, no. You, like, dude ain't even in my state. Like, not gonna happen. Seriously, yeah, just, really? And, like, they told us this in training that sometimes guys would try to hit the ladies up through the phone. Like, clearly not gonna happen. Like, you do realize quality assurance is a thing. Quality assurance is not a computer program. It is an actual person listening to the conversations. Yeah. Good times. No, not for that guy, but still, I'm like, really? Just really. Anywho, so, that was fun. Got to plan my outfits. Like, I think I kind of know what I've got a big old, again, lighting is always going to be a problem here. So, got to figure out what I want to wear for the rest of the week. I only worked 3 days this week. Yay, because that's what I chose to work. And this is my drink for today that I left on the hall table with my key, where my keys go. So I had to buy a drink today. Yeah, there's something called Push, like half tea, half lemonade. Nastiest half tea, half lemonade thing I ever drank. So, not buying that again. Like, I've never even heard of Push. Like what? So, yay, random off-brand drink machine. Let's see. Okay. So, like, again, lighting is always, like, we established in my videos, lighting is crap, usually. I'm trying to decide what I want to wear tomorrow. I have, like, I've done something like this before, but, like, it never goes through, and, like, it always falls through or whatever. I don't have that many costumes to choose from. While Halloween is sort of my favorite holiday now, I mean, granted, I don't do anything. I'm at that fun age where I'm clearly way too old to go trick-or-treating. I don't have parties to go to. I mean, my friends are usually working or whatever, and this, like, parties are, like, not something you do in your 30s. I don't have children of my own, so, like, I don't know what I'm doing. I might go see a movie. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know what's playing, and it'll have to be a Disney movie because, well, that's what I've got to do. I've got to do this, and I haven't done this yet. So this thing, yeah. As soon as I take the picture and submit that thing in, I'll have 3 tickets, so I'll be able to technically see The Last Jedi 3 times. I don't really need to see it 3 times, but yeah. Or I can see 3 Disney movies between now and December. I know, it's Marvel's Disney, isn't it? I might go. When is Thor Ragnarok out? I have no idea. Like, I don't even know what is out right now that's Disney. Anyhow, so Halloween. Yeah, it's like, I like it, but what do you do when you're in your 30s, don't have children, and, like, don't have parties? Like, what do you, like, again, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Like, I've decided not to go to work because I don't want it and I don't have to. Yay! This is, like, the awesome aspect about my job. Plus, I don't want to deal with Halloween, like, trick-or-treater traffic. I don't know what it's like in that area, and I don't care to find out. And if I don't have to, not gonna. But, like, if I have to work on the holidays, I'll try to dress, again, costume-inspired. And then sometimes, like, I think last year I dressed as Edwardian. I think I have pictures of it somewhere, or I might have posted video of it, I don't know. But I dressed it in Edwardian, like, style clothing. I think most of it was actually from Forever 21. And I got called a pilgrim. Yeah, I looked nothing like a pilgrim that day, but anyhow. Like, I've done that before, and, like, I tried to dress Little Mermaid inspired one year, but I had, like, a green top and purple pants. I didn't have green pants, so I had to do it reverse. I had little seahorse earrings and stuff. Nobody got it at all, which is fine. I wasn't trying to look like anything. But yeah, like, at work, can't really run around in, like, a Princess Leia costume or whatever, you know? Like, the decent one, the white one, not the I don't have the bikini one, like, nothing, because, yeah, some people, I don't know what people think of when you think of Princess Leia costume and work. But yeah, I might, like, just try to inspired by a character, like, I guess, I keep saying closet cosplay, but I think it would be more like casual cosplay. Or I'll try to wear something, like, if I have, like, an outfit that a character on a TV show or something has, or close to it, I'll maybe wear that. So like, it looks normal. It's neat, but, like, I know I'm in a costume, but other people don't, that kind of thing. Excuse me. But yeah. So, I don't have that many costumes to choose from, because I didn't really go, like, trick-or-treating wasn't that big of a deal as a kid. I mean, I don't really remember trick-or-treating that much as a kid. Maybe I guess I'll talk about that. Like, I'm like, do I want to save this for Halloween, or will I remember it by Halloween? I don't know. But I'm going to go into it now. Okay, so I think my first Halloween costume was when I was 2 or 3. I don't remember. My mom basically just put me in, like, maybe baby overall, to put, like, my hair in pigtails and, like, drew, like, I guess brown eye pencil freckles on me or something. And I was a Cabbage Patch doll. And she just carried me around, I guess, probably with my cousins. And so there's that one. And then my other ones, okay, my costumes, I'm not entirely sure what order they were in, but go ahead, pull up the pictures, because, give me 1 second here. I'll have my computer on, thankfully. So my Halloween costumes, okay, for the first half of my life, basically, I lived in Florida. So my first few Halloweens were in Miami with my cousins, and then my mom and I moved here, and things were different. Okay, let's get this up. So, like, I would say maybe okay, I was born in 83, so like 83 to 1990, I was like the Cabbage Patch, a Minnie Mouse type thing, which was what this outfit is inspired by. You'll see that in the pictures, wherever I put that. I've been Lady Lovely Locks. I don't have a picture of that, like, whenever I do Lady Lovely Locks, it'll just be a picture I found on the internet. I have, like, one photo, it's not scanned, and it's, like, really dark, and you can barely tell that's what I was, so I had to go online and to even see what it looked like. I've been Supergirl, and, like, I'm sure that I'm missing one or something. There's some I don't have photos of. I think that's all I was in Miami. And, let's see, here, okay, in Miami, it was more like the traditional Halloween, like trick-or-treating, where you go door to door, and, you knock on the door and say trick-or-treat, and then, have your little book and they gave you candy. Here, however, it's more like trunk-or-treat, because, like, here, where I'm at now, we do not live close enough to neighbors to go walking trick-or-treat. That's just not a thing we can do here. And, when I first moved here, I was part of the after-school YMCA program, so, like, sorry, I'm doing this and taking my feet are hot and taking my socks off. Like, basically, I think for my first Halloween here, we, like, for some, I can't remember if it was, if it was, first Halloween, or, like, which Halloweens it was, or both. I did, like, some kind of, like YMCA thing, where we went to the YMCA, and they had the candy and games and things. And sometimes we would, like, drive around to families, like, to my family's houses, or homes. And, like, one year we went to a sort of, strip, like, to one of the malls here, and, like, walked around and got candy from stores. So that's what you have to do here, and, like, it was, like, weird as a kid. Because, like on TV, you always see, I'm sorry, my mouth, I talk on the phone all the time, my mouth is so dry. Like, I stumble I'm sorry, this is like, yeah, I need something to drink. Like, my tongue is like sandpaper. sorry. So, like, yeah. It's just totally different because, like I said, sorry. Like, here, it's not at all like what you see on TV. Like, sometimes you might have a kid who, like, lives nearby who will knock on your door and say trick or treat. I've never had it. I've been here since, like, 2008. I've never had a trick or treater because everyone lives so far away. And, like, it just, you don't do it. Like, here it's like trunk or treat. No, I've never done trunk or treat, so I'm not entirely sure what it is, to be honest. It's like, I know it's a southern thing, and it's most often hosted by churches. I think it's like, people, like, you take your candy and you bring it to the church parking lot, and I think you're supposed to keep candy in your trunk. Like, you have your trunks open, it's not, like, weird or anything, and there's, like, little games and things in the church parking lot or something. I think that's what it is. Again, I don't have children, and nobody I know has children that have done. I mean, I know people who have children who do the trunk or treat, but they're not like my friends, or like where I go and hang out with them and their kids. It's not like that. So, not 100% sure on that. So, if I ever have kids, I am not too sure how we'll handle trick or treating or trunk or treat, because I'm not part of a church or anything. So I'm like, I have no idea what we're supposed to do. Like, I am at a complete loss with this. So yeah. Okay, so, whoops. For Halloween's here were different because most of the time I actually did not get to pick my Halloween costume. And bear in mind, let's see. I moved here, I used to think it was 1990, but I moved here in like, spring of 1991. So, I would have been, give me 1 second, because I cannot do math in my head. I would have been 8 years old for my first Halloween here. And, yeah, my Halloween costumes from, like, age 8 on until, like, when I was older, were chosen for me with, like, no consultation. It was just, oh, here, I got you this costume, you're going to be a bride this year. And that was it. Like, yeah, I remember, I have no photos of the bride outfit. I'm pretty sure it was like maybe 8 or 9, somewhere in that range, I don't know. Like 8, 9, 89 sounds about right, maybe 10, I don't know. I hated that bride costume. I wanted nothing to do with being a bride. But it was like, my grandma was like, no, this is what I bought, this is what I paid for, I've already got it, this is what you're wearing. And I was a bride. No say at all in the matter. It's like, you're going to be a bride, and you're going to the YMCA, and you're going to do this. It's like, there was no, like, I think for my I feel like she meant well, but it was more of a chore, like, this, okay, it's like, okay, Abby's got Halloween coming up, she needs a costume, she's got to go to the Y, I'm going to go buy her this, I feel like it was mostly a task to be done, rather than an experience to have with the costume purchasing. I don't know. Let's see, I know I was a bride one year. Yeah. What else was I? There's a lot I don't remember at all. I was an American cheerleader one year. I think that was one of my last costumes. I had like this, it's like stars and stripes cheerleading outfit. I had this blonde wig, and for me, that one was okay, because all we did was drive to my aunt and uncle's house, and I tried to do a fake voice, and it didn't work too well. So that one was okay. I actually kind of liked that one. One year, I was Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, the older version. The thing about Maleficent, the only thing about the Maleficent costume is, back in the day, it actually got cold in October, so I had this, like, little costume on, and then my grandmother made me wear a turtleneck under it, like sweatpants or blue jeans underneath it, which was just wonderful, and a costume over it. You could barely see my costume. And then we went to, that's the one I wore to that strip mall type place to get candy. And I think I had to wear did I wear the coat inside, or did she carry it around for me? I wasn't cold, but I still had, grandparents, if they're freezing, you're freezing, even if you are about to burn up. So, I mean, I was basically a regular outfit with a costume on top and a coat covering. I was like a regular person for Halloween, I guess. I don't know. I think we still have that costume somewhere. Let's see. One year I was the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. That costume my granny bought for me at a yard sale, and I really did not want to be the Queen of Hearts. I think I was maybe 12 then. Like, I want to say maybe 12-ish, somewhere in that range, where I felt I was too old to go trick-or-treating, but my gran said I was going trick-or-treating so she could get pictures, and this, by the way, was when we were at the beach, so I actually got to go trick-or-treating, even though I'm like, I feel I'm way too old for this, I do not want to go. It started storming, which is awesome, and this is going to be so petty, but the best part of trick-or-treating at the beach that year was my grand holding the umbrella and it being so windy, the umbrella just flipped inside out. I'm like, thank you, don't go, like, and then we went back to the house. I'm like, yay. It's like, I mean, if the kid doesn't want to go trick-or-treating, don't make them go, you know? I mean, really? Okay, like, if you're going in a big group, yeah, and like, you don't have a sitter, then yeah, just drag them along. But, you know, yeah, I mean, just, why would you not let your kid pick their own Halloween costume when they're like 12 years old and they don't want to go anyway? So, yeah. Okay, that one, my great-grandmother chose the costume, so that one I do kind of get. But, yeah. Then there's like I know my gran bought me a bee costume one year. I never actually went as a bee. But there was we might still have it, or maybe we gave it away, I don't know, but she just randomly bought a bee costume. Okay, and so from this I have learned, 1, let your children choose their own Halloween costume. Like, you know, if it's crunch time and you have like a few days, then, and they don't know what they will meet, then decide. Like, if they're a little toddler, they're not gonna care. But if your child is old enough to make their own decisions, like, if they're like, maybe, I don't know, if they're in school, basically, let them pick their own Halloween costumes. If they don't want to go trick-or-treating, don't make them go trick-or-treating, or trunk-or-treat, or whatever, you know? Like, really, like, why? I don't get it. But anyhow, and I've also been Princess Leia and Queen Amidala, but that was mostly for handing out candy, so, and I chose those don't count. And I do have a few other backup costumes, which are basically just random robes that I got on sale. And I have a Harry Potter robe that somewhere they got for $10 after Halloween, so I need to go shopping after Halloween. That's what I need to do. Yeah. But it'll be a while, yeah. Alright, this video is about 25 minutes long, so I'm gonna go. I think that's enough, and you will see me tomorrow. Bye. Or later. Yeah. You'll see me later.